What's going on, everyone? Man of the house coming straight to you from our home to yours. Today we are going to be talking about the topic 5 things you need to know about the Air Force. Number 1, we are the most selective out of the 4 major branches. That is mostly due to the fact that our ASVAB requirements, not only to get in, but for most of the jobs in the Air Force, are the highest out of the 4 major branches. Not to say that we don't have strict physical requirements as well, but hey, let's be honest, we all know the Marines can kick our butts in any sort of PT contest. Number 2, the Air Force does have the highest quality of life out of the 4 branches. Part of that is because we are one of the youngest branches, in fact we are the youngest branch, being formed in 1947. And secondly, we tend to have the nicest and highest quality bases as well as base housing. If you're looking to do a family life in the military, Air Force is by far the best option you're going to have. You won't be seeing yourself deploying for long periods of time like you will with the Army, or being sent out to sea with a flagship or anything like that like you would with the Navy for 8 to 12 months at a time. Being in the Air Force, you will deploy less than the other branches. However, many of the jobs still deploy regularly in the military, as with other branches. Number 3, the Air Force offers probably the widest variety of jobs between all the other branches. With the Navy, most of your stuff is going to be centered around any sort of ships, aircraft carriers, submarines, anything to do with at-sea operations. The Army, they do have a large variety, but that's mostly due to the fact that they have the highest demands for manning out of the 4 branches. The Marines, pretty much, you're just looking at being a jarhead and infantry. That is what they focus on mostly, more than anything else. The Air Force, you're going to be looking at a wide spectrum of jobs. You could be a maintainer, like myself, or you could be looking at a standard desk job, working finance or personnel, or you could be looking into special operations. You could be working flight line. There's tons of opportunity and really neat jobs out there in the Air Force. And on the very topic of jobs, comparatively speaking, the bad jobs in the Air Force are relatively good compared to the other bad jobs in other branches. Yeah, you got your plumbers. Yeah, you got the flight line jobs, which most of those guys really do not work in flight line because they work long hours, 12-hour shifts all the time, and they lose their weekends constantly. However, comparatively speaking and talking with other friends in other branches, those jobs still are better than the others. Number 4, you need to know that despite being considered the nicest out of all the military branches, the Air Force is still not easy. Just like being in the military as a whole is not easy. We still deploy, we still work plenty of long hours. Sometimes it feels like you're getting underpaid, and you do have to deal with the odd hour shifts, working those long hours, losing weekends, and losing that family time that many other jobs will allow you to have that. Being in the military and in the Air Force is a reward in of itself, but still not easy and not for everyone. And that brings me to my point number 5. The Air Force is one of the most rewarding experiences I've had in my life, and it can be for you too. No, this isn't a shameless plug for the branch that I love being a part of so much, but it is saying something about the fact that despite working long hours, despite losing weekends, despite working really weird shifts for the last 4 years for myself, it is extremely rewarding, and it has provided a life for me and my family that I could not have had otherwise. For you, whatever reason you are joining the Air Force or joining the military, whether you want to be in the military, to make a career out of it, or you're looking to do education, or you just want to get out of your town that you're in, believe me, the Air Force is the best option for you. So, don't forget to hit subscribe, to like the video if you like this content and want to see more of it. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.